Ever wondered which zodiac signs have the power to completely destroy you if you cross them? It's not just about a bad day or a minor disagreement. These signs can unleash a fury that leaves a lasting impact. When their boundaries are crossed, their reaction is intense, and trust me, it's something you'll want to avoid at all costs. But here's the catch. It's not just about their anger. It's about the deep, untapped power they hold when provoked. These signs are a force to be reckoned with, but most people only see their surface. Charming, friendly, maybe a bit tough around the edges. They don't realize that beneath the surface is a volcano ready to erupt. Whether it's their pride, their loyalty, or their unshakable sense of self, push them too far and they'll show you a side of them that you'll never forget. So why should you care? Because knowing these signs' limits, and how to stay on their good side, could save you from some serious cosmic consequences. Stick around to find out which 4 zodiac signs could turn your world upside down if you're not careful. Trust me, you'll want to know before it's too late. Aries is a force to be reckoned with, a zodiac sign ruled by Mars, the planet of action and courage. You know those people who just can't sit still, always up for an adventure and ready to take on the world? That's Aries. This fire sign thrives on energy and excitement, and they're not the type to back down from a challenge. In fact, if there's an obstacle in their way, they'll bulldoze right through it, making Aries one of the most determined signs in astrology. When it comes to emotions, Aries doesn't keep things bottled up. They wear their hearts on their sleeves for better or for worse. If you've ever seen an Aries angry, you know it can be like a flash of lightning. Sudden, intense, but gone just as quickly. They don't hold grudges for long. Once they've expressed their feelings, they're usually ready to move on. This can be refreshing, but it also means that others might struggle to keep up with their fast pace and intense reactions. Aries is also fiercely protective of the people they care about. If someone crosses their friends or family, they'll step in without a second thought. Imagine a loyal knight charging into battle for their loved ones. That's Aries in a nutshell. However, this protective nature can sometimes make them seem overbearing or impulsive, especially if they feel they're the only ones who see the right way to handle things. Aries needs to feel like they're leading the charge, even if they don't always have all the details. This sign's impulsiveness is legendary, and it can lead them to take big risks, sometimes without fully considering the consequences. For Aries, life is meant to be lived in the moment. They'll jump into new projects, relationships, and adventures with both feet, fueled by an almost childlike curiosity and enthusiasm. However, this fearless attitude can sometimes land them in tricky situations, which they'll handle head-on, often learning valuable lessons along the way. Yet for all their fierceness, Aries is surprisingly soft-hearted when it comes to people they truly trust. Once an Aries lets their guard down, they reveal a warmth and vulnerability that's endearing and rare. This balance of courage and kindness is what makes Aries so magnetic. People are drawn to their bravery and spirit, but those who get close to an Aries discover a depth and loyalty that runs even deeper. And just as we've seen, there's so much more fire to explore in the next zodiac sign. Cancer is a deeply emotional and intuitive zodiac sign, ruled by the moon, which means they're constantly in tune with the world's energies and rhythms. People born under Cancer often have a near-psychic ability to sense others' feelings, which makes them incredibly nurturing friends and partners. They're the ones who'll know you need a shoulder to cry on before you even ask. But with that empathy comes vulnerability. Cancer feels everything intensely, and their emotions can sometimes be overwhelming even to themselves. When hurt, Cancer doesn't usually lash out immediately. Instead, they often retreat into their protective shell, where they process their emotions quietly, like the ocean's waves retreating before a storm. However, if they feel truly wronged or disrespected, that gentle, nurturing nature can turn fierce. In these moments, Cancer's anger can be surprisingly sharp, as they unleash months, even years of suppressed emotions. It's like a tidal wave, powerful, cleansing, but a bit intimidating if you're on the receiving end. Cancer's loyalty is unmatched. Once they care about someone, they'll do anything to protect that person, often sacrificing their own comfort for the happiness of those they love. They're the type who will stand by your side no matter what, but they expect the same level of devotion in return. When they feel that loyalty isn't reciprocated, Cancer can become resentful, holding on to emotional wounds long after others would have let go. This tendency to hold grudges is part of their deeply rooted need for security and trust. Family and home mean everything to Cancer, and they often thrive when they feel grounded by a stable, loving environment. You'll find them happiest when they're nurturing others or creating a cozy space where everyone feels at ease. Whether it's through cooking a comforting meal or offering heartfelt advice, Cancer makes those around them feel loved and safe. However, this strong attachment to home and family can also make them wary of change, as they prefer the familiar and dependable. With Cancer, it's all about emotional depth. They don't do superficial connections and they won't settle for shallow relationships. If you're in their circle, they'll treasure you like family, and if you hurt them, the memory may linger for a lifetime. Cancer's profound emotional intelligence and nurturing spirit set the stage for the proud, regal nature of the sign that follows. Leo is the lion of the zodiac, and it shows. They have a magnetic presence that demands attention. Even without trying, Leos tend to be the center of any room. Ruled by the sun, they embody warmth, confidence, and a natural flair for drama. People are drawn to their bold personality and charisma, which makes Leo a natural leader and someone who loves to shine. This is the sign you'll find at the front of a crowd, leading with pride and inspiring others with their vision and determination. Loyalty is everything to Leo, and they hold their relationships in high regard. However, they expect the same level of devotion in return. If you're in a Leo's inner circle, you'll know it. They'll treat you like royalty, showering you with attention and affection. But betray their trust, and that fierce lion will come out, showing just how cutting they can be with words. Leos are not quick to forgive, and they rarely forget a slight. For them, loyalty is a two-way street, and they have little tolerance for anyone who doesn't live up to their high standards. In arguments, Leo's pride takes center stage. They hate losing and can be incredibly stubborn when they believe they're right. Their words can cut deep, especially if they feel disrespected, as they know how to strike where it hurts. However, even when they're harsh, there's a sense of regality to their actions. They want to be fair, but they won't back down easily. Leo doesn't enjoy conflict, but when they're provoked, they defend themselves fiercely, often leaving a lasting impact on anyone who dares to cross them. Leos love to be adored, but beneath their regal exterior, they have a surprisingly soft heart. They crave admiration, yet they're generous with it in return, constantly encouraging their friends and loved ones to shine as well. Their confidence isn't just for show. It's a source of strength that lifts everyone around them. If a Leo believes in you, they'll cheer you on passionately, almost as if your success reflects their own. They are, in a way, both the performer and the audience, deeply invested in the success and happiness of those they love. With their unmatched courage and bold heart, Leos inspire others to be their best selves. Their unique blend of pride and generosity is captivating, and they leave a powerful mark on everyone they meet. But just wait until we dive into the intensity of the next sign, known for its mysterious loyalty and powerful aura. Scorpio is one of the most intense and mysterious signs of the zodiac. Ruled by Pluto, the planet of transformation and power, Scorpios are known for their deep emotional currents and unwavering loyalty. They don't do anything halfway. Whether it's in relationships, work, or personal pursuits, Scorpio dives into everything with full commitment. On the surface, they may seem calm and collected, but underneath that exterior is a whirlwind of thoughts and feelings, constantly analyzing the world around them. Loyalty is a cornerstone for Scorpios. Once they give their heart to someone, they give it completely. They expect the same level of devotion in return, and if that trust is ever betrayed, they will not forgive easily. Scorpios hold on to their grudges for a long time, often simmering in silence until they're ready to strike back. Their ability to hold on to pain is remarkable, and they will wait for the perfect moment to seek revenge. And when they do, it's nothing short of a calculated, well-thought-out move. In their world, betrayal is a personal affront, and they will make sure they're never caught off guard again. Though Scorpios are known for their intensity, they also possess a compassionate side. They feel deeply for others, especially when they sense someone is in need. This emotional depth allows them to understand and empathize with the pain of others, which makes them incredibly protective of those they care about. However, this level of attachment means they don't easily let go of people. Once you're in their circle, you're there for life. This can be both a blessing and a curse, as Scorpios sometimes struggle to release people or situations that no longer serve them. Their patience is often underestimated. Scorpios know that good things come to those who wait, and they will bide their time, preparing for their next big move. This strategic thinking is what makes them such formidable opponents in any situation. Whether in business or personal matters, they carefully plot their course, ensuring they always have the upper hand. They understand that true power lies in the ability to wait, observe, and strike when the time is right. Scorpios may be seen as intimidating due to their emotional depth and their ability to keep a cool, calculated exterior. But beneath it all, they are incredibly loyal, fiercely protective, and dedicated to those they care about. As we move to the next sign, you'll notice a common thread among these signs: a deep sense of self-worth and a refusal to tolerate disrespect. The one thing all these signs, Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, have in common is their fierce sense of self-worth. These zodiac signs do not tolerate disrespect. Whether it's in their personal relationships, work environments, or interactions with strangers, they will stand up for themselves without hesitation. Their sense of identity is rooted in a belief that they deserve respect and recognition for who they are. When someone challenges this, whether knowingly or unknowingly, they won't just sit back and let it slide. They will defend their boundaries with everything they've got. This unwavering self-respect is what makes these signs so powerful in moments of confrontation. For Aries, it's their explosive nature that makes them a force to be reckoned with when they feel disrespected. For Cancer, their emotional world may be delicate, but when crossed, they can unleash a tidal wave of pent-up emotions. Leos, with their lion-like pride, won't take being slighted lying down, and Scorpios, with their strategic mind, are patient in their revenge but just as relentless. These signs will not let their boundaries be crossed without consequences. At the heart of it all, there's a deep desire for fairness. They don't want to start conflicts, but they will finish them. This drive for justice is what fuels their reactions. If they're wronged, they will seek retribution, not out of a desire to hurt others, but because they believe it's the right thing to do. They value loyalty above all else, and once that bond is broken, it's almost impossible to rebuild without true effort and genuine sincerity. For these signs, the ability to defend themselves is both a natural instinct and a learned skill. They've faced enough challenges in life to know that standing up for themselves is necessary, and they've honed their reactions to be swift and decisive. They don't hesitate to protect their energy and their reputation, because they know how much it's worth. However, it's important to remember that while they are quick to defend, they are equally capable of offering second chances if the person involved demonstrates true remorse. As we dive deeper into understanding these signs, it's crucial to recognize that every individual's response to disrespect is a reflection of their own unique strength and vulnerability. Now, with all this in mind, let's explore the advice that can help you navigate these intense personalities. When dealing with these signs, Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, patience and respect are your best allies. Testing their patience is never a good idea. These zodiac signs have strong reactions to perceived slights, and while they might cool down quickly in some cases, the emotional aftermath can linger. If you ever unintentionally wrong them, understand that it's not just about the immediate situation, it's about the emotional impact you've made on their sense of self. With time they may move on, but rebuilding trust is a slow process, requiring sincere effort on your part. One important thing to remember is that an apology goes a long way, but it has to be genuine. A hollow sorry won't cut it with these signs, as they can sense insincerity a mile away. If you've hurt them, be prepared to prove that you truly understand the pain you've caused. This might mean offering more than just words. It could involve changing your behavior, showing up when it counts, or offering an action that demonstrates your commitment to restoring the trust that was broken. For instance, with Scorpio, offering transparency and consistency can speak volumes. For Aries, showing respect for their independence and decision-making process can help mend things. It's also important to recognize that these signs value loyalty above all else. In their world, loyalty is sacred. So if you've earned their trust, be sure to protect it. Don't take it for granted and never betray it. A simple slip-up might be forgiven, but if you repeatedly test their loyalty, you could find yourself on the receiving end of their Hulk-like fury. With Leo, for example, they might take personal offense if they feel their loyalty is being questioned. In their eyes, loyalty is a reflection of who they are. So when it's broken, so is their image of the relationship. When interacting with these signs, be mindful of how much emotional energy you give them. They will quickly sense when something is off, and they won't hesitate to act on it. Their emotional depth and self-awareness make them powerful forces of nature, but they're also deeply protective of their inner world. Showing up authentically and with respect will give you the best chance at avoiding unnecessary drama. And if you do make a mistake, remember, it's not about how big the mistake was, but how genuinely you try to fix it. As we look at the impact these signs can have on your life, keep in mind that their strength, when respected, can lead to incredibly deep and meaningful connections. Treat them with the respect they deserve, and the rewards will far outweigh the risks. Now, moving on to the final thought. These zodiac signs, Aries, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio, are not to be trifled with. Their anger, when provoked, can be overwhelming, like a storm you never saw coming. But here's the truth. It's not about picking a fight with them. It's about understanding the weight of their self-worth. These signs have an inner strength that commands respect, and when they're wronged, they'll make sure you know it. So, treat them with the care and loyalty they deserve, and you'll find that they are some of the most loyal, fierce, and protective allies you could ever have. But the big question is, will you learn from this? Will you respect their boundaries and values, or will you continue to test their patience? It's not just about avoiding conflict. It's about understanding the power dynamics in play and knowing when to give them space to breathe. Think about how you interact with these signs in your life. Are you offering them the respect they deserve, or are you inadvertently pushing their limits? If you've learned something valuable here, take it to heart. Life's too short to make enemies out of people who could be your greatest allies. Show respect, and you might just find that these signs will show you a loyalty that's rare in today's world. So, what's your next move? Are you ready to treat these signs with the respect they deserve? If you've enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you can keep learning more about the zodiac and how to navigate these powerful energies.